Hi, it's Coach Stacy. Good morning. I am fresh awake and I have no makeup on. Welcome. Just be yourself, right? That's the topic I wanted to talk about. Guys, sometimes if you're in a situation where you know you're meant for more, but you don't feel like you're performing at your best, we have a mindset issue or we have a health issue. What do I mean by that? So your organs, the way they function, can absolutely affect your behaviors and the way that you feel. Your gut health can absolutely affect your mental functioning. Guys, but you know what else I know? There's a multifaceted approach to being you at your best. But how do you level up each day? You can only do what you can control, right? But that is why exercise, nutrition, and mindset is so important. I'm not going to talk about exercise right now. I touched on how the body can affect the way you feel. So yes, nutrition is so important, just like exercise, because it changes the way the cells function inside your body. It gives you a fighting chance to do the work that you need to do on yourself, mindset-wise, to become your best today. It's not about perfection. It's not about doing more, but I will tell you it might be about doing new or doing things that are uncomfortable. But why would it be uncomfortable? Do you just shut down anytime something gets uncomfortable? Then we need to work on grit. And if you don't have grit, while it may never be where somebody that naturally has grit is coming from, they have built some kind of resiliency and mindset internally in their self-dialogue to not quit when it gets hard. You can train yourself discipline-wise to do that same thing. You guys have all heard stories of athletes who have achieved greatness and they came from nothing, okay? You don't have to be built in comfortability to make progress. But you do have to choose to be uncomfortable until you lay the foundations to become habitually doing the right actions daily that will actually move that needle forward. And it's like that analogy where an airplane, if it's 1 degree off, wind up in a different city, right? 1 degree off, that's it. It doesn't seem like a big air initially, but it actually changes where you end up. And it's the same thing for you and I in our thinking, the way we think. When there's one negative comment that keeps coming back up and you're like, you know what, it's just something I struggle with. It's something I can get over. Well, here's the thing. You can, but you need to address it. Identify it and stop allowing a lie to perpetuate itself throughout your life daily, because it changes the way your body functions. It changes your cortisol levels, changes your stress. It changes your metabolic system and how it's functioning. And you're hijacking it every day with this negative thought that arises. And I bet you, if I put money down on it, that it didn't originate in you. Or if it did, it was because of your perception based on your personality and the way you perceived a situation. So yes, while it's not, we can't just blame everybody else. We don't need to find blame. What we're going to do is take ownership of the ship that is you. You guide your ship. It doesn't matter who is in it. It doesn't matter what's around it. This is your ship. This is your body. This is your vessel. This is your life. And we can absolutely take action today to make changes necessary for progress. Why? Is it worth it? Because you are worth it. Your identity is worth it. What your name means is worth it. Your goals, worth it. Any goal starts with a vision and an internal drive for saying, I want that. I picture it. I would be so elated if I was there. Keep that focus, then delve in deeper and let's find out why. What are those emotions attached to it? What would it change for you if you reached that goal? What in your life would actually seem to be like elation if you were there? And don't let go and don't lose sight of that, because that's going to be your motivation when it's challenging and tough. Okay? To build grit, you got to know what you want. You got to have a solid base of who you are to centripetate around. And that's what we do here at H45 Velocity Coaching. And me, Coach Stacy, is build that strong base so that as challenge arises, because it will, and we're not shocked by it, we're prepared for it. You are solid. And even if a wave comes and just knocks you down for a second or knocks you a little bit off course, instead of keep it going on that course, you correct right away, sooner than you would have before. So less ground is lost. and you keep making that trajectory forward. And this gets exciting when you can finally see, as you keep moving, instead of getting stuck or veering off or getting lost, you're finally moving that needle forward, and you start to bask in the satisfaction of your efforts and work because you see that they are paying off. Real-time reward, real-time feedback. And then as you conquer in this journey, so when a challenge arises and you overcome it because you showed grit and you applied those habits and you applied your why and you kept your drive forward, you're going to gain confidence and you're going to gain strength so that the next time that arises, you're going to be like, you know what, I've gotten through this before, I've got this again. And you start to rise up instead of backing down. So we're going to rise up and we're going to keep going forward towards your goals, okay? But here's the thing. I've been there, and quite frankly, if I'm honest with you, I often felt alone in some of the most deepest battles of my life. And I think that's not only necessary, but you do not have to go the whole thing alone. While I cannot fix your problems, I promise you, you got a coach in your corner. I will walk through it with you. I will help you identify your strengths, because those strengths in you that are unique to you, as unique as your thumbprint, they're there and they were given to you to help you through your lot in life that was already predestined for you, and your skill set, in who your name means and who you are, in the dynamic with the year you were born, the environment you're in, your friendships, your family. All of those dynamics are so unique. We couldn't control them if we wanted to. And it's not about control. It's about you managing you super well, because you know who you are and you know what you want. And now we're going to use exercise, nutrition, and work on that mindset so that you can thrive in the journey. So that when you look back, you're like, that hard work, oh my gosh, so worth it. And isn't that the truth? Anything we put our heart and soul and mind into and efforts, it becomes very dear to our heart. You know what that means? You are going to become very dear to your heart. Self-love is a real thing. It's a huge component, because when you are satisfied and when you are loved within yourself, you have that to give to others when they need it from you. And that's the kind of energy that changes our community and our network of friends that we are around in business and personal relationships and family, all of it. It's called life just at a higher quality that resonates within that human spirit in you, in me. We can see it, we can feel it, and good things come of that collaboration and positive energy together. Life isn't easy, it's not perfect, but we can positively keep moving forward. You got a coach in your corner, and I'll be glad to help show you the way there and walk with you. Okay, you guys ready to do this? Take action today, 1% better today. In fact, I got a homework for you. If you're so willing to, and just entertain me on this homework. It's going to feel uncomfortable for some of you. And for some of you, you're like, oh, I already do that. Okay. Think of your goal. And then I want you to go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. Yeah. Say I love you to yourself and look into your eyes, and do not veer. Just keep staring at yourself. I want you talking into your soul, which is why we're looking straight into our own eyes on this. Okay. And so look into your own soul and say, I love you. You've done the best with the circumstances given. I believe our vision is worthy, our goal is reasonable, and today we are strong enough to take action to be that 1% better. We're going to look for opportunity. We will find gratefulness and thankfulness in what we do have today. And we do not want better because of lack, but because we know we're capable. I love you. I believe I'm capable. I have the courage to take action. And when it gets tough, I'm going to show grit. And I'm going to remind myself that I'm okay. I love you. I am capable. My goal is worthy. It's reasonable. And I am capable. And keep repeating that until it feels natural. I love you. I am capable. Our vision and goal is worthy and reasonable. We've done the best with the circumstances given, and today is a new opportunity for more. Any of those variations, whatever resonates and speaks to you the most, that's what you need to hear. Speak into your soul, look straight into your eyes until you can say it and say it and say it until you're comfortable with it. Can you do that for me? Show courage today, alone with yourself. Get in that mirror, write it on a board if you have to, write it in a journal, And if any negative thoughts pop up, will you do me a favor? Jot those down and replace it with a truth. And if you need help finding those truths, reach out. I'd be glad to help. Fist bump that out. Psh. Nice job.